What up, you turds? This is Johnny Lasagna Gaming.
So, I've been waiting and waiting and waiting for someone to explain exactly how many Legendary Shards you can get from all your Fractaline. We're almost 4 weeks into the Empyrean Foundation, and still none of the big boy creators have made a video on this. This is ridiculous. This is the optimal Fractaline to Legendary Shards conversion rate farm video. We're only going to assume one thing with this conversion rate, and that is that Spider, your boy Spider, has the best conversion rate from Legendary Shards to Glimmer, aka Legendary Shards to planetary materials, and then that planetary material for Glimmer. Now, it matters how you do your bounties when it comes to this rate. I'm going to have separate numbers for if you only do weapons that aren't glitched, like if you can only do 4 at a time, or if you do the Perfect Paradox glitch. And I'll have information on that glitch later on in the video. I imagine most of us already know exactly how that goes down. Alright, so if you only do 4 bounties per 400 Fractaline donated, that will net you about 2,545 Legendary Shards per 100,000 Fractaline donated. Now, if you do 5 bounties at a time, then you'll get 3,111 Legendary Shards per 100,000 Fractaline donated. And if you do 6 bounties at a time, then you'll get 3,733 shards per 100,000 frac. Now, if you just have perfect timing or good RNG, not sure which, and get 7 bounties each and every time that you donate 100,000 Fractaline, then you will get 4,307 shards for every 100,000 frac donated. But Johnny, I don't need that many shards. I already have so many. 2 words, dum-dum. Enhancement Course. One more time. Enhancement Course. What are Enhancement Cores good for, you may ask? Let's see. Prisms. And what can you do with prisms? Ascendant shards? Good thing to keep around. Just saying. Plus, you're going to be so rich in Legendary Shards. You can go get more Enhancement Cores from Spider. Maybe burn a few thousand over the next couple weeks and get a whole crap ton of Enhancement Cores more. You'll have enough Legendary Shards for the rest of D2. And you should have enough Enhancement Course for like the next 2 seasons, I imagine. Alright, so here's the breakdown of the bounty glitch if you don't already know. So normally you can only buy 4 time loss weapon bounties. After you've leveled up all your obelisks in Season Pass, you can actually pick up 5 to 7 Perfect Paradox bounties at a time for some reason. How many you get may or may not be reliant on timing. I'm really not sure. But you don't have to only get Perfect Paradox bounties. You can actually make your first 2 bounties any other weapon and close it out with another weapon bounty if you're choosing. With that out of the way, let's go over how I got these conversion rates. So it costs 1 Legendary Shard per 5 planetary materials, and 20 planetary materials per 10,000 Glimmer, meaning 4 Legendary Shards per 10,000 Glimmer, you can pick up 240,000 Glimmer at a time, which costs 96 Legendary Shards. Time Lost weapon bounties cost 3,000 Glimmer and 10 Fractaline each, meaning you can pick up 80 bounties per trip. 80 bounties cost 96 Legendary Shards and 800 Fractaline. Here's where things get more complicated. So we're going to divide 80 bounties by the numbers of bounties we pick up at a time. Now we're going to multiply this number by the amount of Fractaline we need to turn in these bounties, aka 400 frac per round of bounties, right? This gives us the Fractaline cost to turn in 80 bounties based on how many bounties we turn in at a time, as you can see on screen. Then we add 800 Fractaline to each value to account for the bounty costs per trip. This is the total cost of Fractaline per trip. So 80 bounties are worth 320 shards. So we're going to subtract 96 shards from that to account for bounty costs. This is the net gain of legendary shards per trip. Now we're going to divide the total Fractaline cost per trip by 100,000. Then multiply that number by 224, the net legendary shard gains. And that's how we get our final values for how many legendary shards you can earn per 100,000 Fractaline. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, be sure to subscribe. Until next time, this has been Johnny Lasagna Gaming. Peace.